Yes, music lovers all around the world, what's happening? Linky Connor back with another video, and today I'm going to be running you guys through, well, in case you're wondering what this, you can see a big box beside us. This bad boy is what holds all of the vinyl records in my collection. I'm seeing a lot of these types of videos online, on YouTube and everything like that, where people show all the vinyls and stuff like that. So I thought I'd put mine out there. Now, I know vinyls kind of been a bit of a yo-yo with popularity, obviously during 60s, 70s and 80s and stuff like that. The height of popularity until during the 80s cassette tapes came in, and then obviously CDs throughout the 90s. Obviously during the 90s, CDs grew popular. That might not be entirely true, since the first actual music, since the first CD came out in 1982. So, but I do know obviously CDs spiked in popularity throughout the 90s, and then obviously build up what we have now, stuff like Spotify and iTunes, or Apple Music, as I understand it's called now, and Amazon Music, stuff like that, like streaming services. So, but yeah, I've got my, like I said, I've seen a lot of these types of videos online. So I'm just gonna take you through my vinyl collection, and hopefully you guys like what I've got. I've got quite a mixed bag, different genres, obviously different genres, different styles. As those of you who have seen my previous video, the updates video, I'm now going to be covering all genres of music on this channel, not just metal and rock now. So yeah, let's get this shit on the road. Road shall we, and dive in to my vinyl collection. Alright, you guys, so I'm just gonna go from the first one I get my hands on and then just work my way through. So the first album I've got is this, Kate Bush's Hounds of Love. Now, I am a huge Kate Bush fan, and obviously, as you all might know, she's had a bit of a popularity spike because of season 4 of Stranger Things, which Running Up That Hill was used in season 4 of Stranger Things. So she's had a bit of a comeback recently. A lot more people have started listening to her and getting in her but I've loved Kate Bush for many years. I first listened to Kate Bush, in fact, quite a bit of a story about how I came to like Kate Bush. All the time as a kid, I used to play the PlayStation karaoke games, SingStar, all the time as a kid, and one of the games I used to play all the time was SingStar 80s. And I'm not sure if it was the same on the non-European versions or like the US versions or what have you, but I know in the European in the European version, like the European PAL version of the game, Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush was one of the tracks on the game. Now listen to that song, and then some time went by, I started listening to more stuff by Kate Bush, and over time she grew on us, and I've just loved her ever since. Kate Bush is one of my favourites, and like I say, this is Hounds of Love, released in 1985. Obviously, say Kate Bush there, couple of dogs, looking at yes. And then obviously there's a nice picture of Kate on the back there, with the track listing of the album and everything there. This is actually the remastered version of the album, as you can see by the sticker up in the top right corner. Sorry, I had to look that, correct myself. But in the top right hand corner that says Kate Bush Remastered. Underneath that it says 180 gram heavyweight vinyl. But then actually I have something written down on the back of the vinyl. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll tell you what it says. Wave after wave, each mightier than the last, till last a ninth one, gathering heart deep and full of voices, slowly rose and plunged, roaring, and all the wave was in a flame. Tennyson, The Coming of Arthur. The Coming of Arthur. So I'm not too sure what The Coming of Arthur is, whether it's like a poem or a novel or a movie. I'm not too sure. I might have to look that up. But that's just what it says on the back of the vinyl. But yeah, 1985 Hounds of Love by Kate Bush, the remastered version of the album. Obviously, as you can see, you've got the whole track listing and everything now. So it's Kate Bush, Hounds of Love from 1985. Alright, so but now we're still within the realms of pop with this 1979's Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. And this is a very, very old vinyl. Might be an original print, I'm not too sure, but judging by the wear and tear, and I mean, for its age, the vinyl cover's still in really good condition, but it's got, I don't know if you guys can see, it's got a bit of a tear along there, you see along that edge there, and then obviously along the top got some bumps and scratches, and along that side there, and then on the bottom there there's some, I don't know if you can see, I mean, the only part with a photo of Michael where I can see any true scratching is there. I don't know if you can see that, and then on his head there. If you can see that there. But yeah, I don't know if this is an original print, not entirely sure. It probably is. Let's check the date. 1979 CBS, 1979 CBS. So I think this is, yes, I think this is sorry, wrong one. This is an original off the wall vinyl, because it says, see, twice on the back it says 1979 CBS, so this is definitely an original vinyl. And it opens out like that. And obviously inside you get all the songs on the album, and then you get, and if you guys can see that you get all the lyrics to all the songs as well. So I'm going to hold that back so you guys can, hopefully you guys can see that. I know it looks a bit fucking small, obviously, but that's because it's like a fuck ton away from the camera, and it's like a million fucking miles away from the camera. But like it says, all the songs from the album, all the lyrics, obviously underneath in blue. It's, I think it's just giving credit to everyone who worked on each song. And yeah, so in orange you've got the song title, in pink you've got the lyrics to the song, and then in blue you've got either above the lyrics or underneath the lyrics of each song you've got the credits for everyone who helped Michael work on which song, on each song. And then obviously you got the picture of Michael's legs there, obviously with the growing feet. That became quite a famous picture, I believe. And the vinyl's coming out. And this is the vinyl. As you can see, Epic Records, Off the Wall, Michael Jackson, and then on the back, same again. So yeah, now the part that's a massive pain in the ass, getting the vinyl back in the sleeve. So you guys will bear with us for 1 second. Oh, that was actually easier than I expected. Because usually when I try and get a vinyl back in its sleeve, it's a pain in the fucking ass. And I get really, really pissed off with it. So yeah, like I said, obviously it's got, oh sorry, I forgot to mention one thing about it, guys. Chart listing on the bottom now. Fucking vinyls slipping out again. Vinyl, piss off. Holding it as tight as I can so the vinyl didn't slip out no further. No further, but as you can see, track listing down there, and then also says on the back Quincy Jones. As you know, Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones were famous for working together. Quincy Jones actually, in fact, they were so famous for working together, Quincy Jones did the chant or the rap on Thriller, as I'm sure a lot of you will know. But Quincy Jones is famous for working with a lot of artists like Michael Jackson, a lot of Motown artists and stuff like that. So you can correct us if I'm wrong on anything, by the way, guys. I'm totally open to it. But him and Michael Jackson were famous for working together. They worked on quite a lot of stuff together in the early years of Michael's career. Obviously, Thriller being the most famous example. Well, I say early years of Michael's career, I mean his solo career. I know he had a few albums out by this point. His first solo album being released in 1972, but you get what I mean. So yeah, that's Michael Jackson, Off the Wall from 1979. So that Michael occur, and we're set for the next one. Okay, so there's actually realised how long this is going to take to go through album individually, segment for segment, so I'm going to get a few out at once and go through them quickly. So I've got about 3 albums here. First one, Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden, stepping into a bit of metal now. Number of the Beast, of course, one of, I'm sure a lot of you may know it is one of Iron Maiden's most popular albums, released in 1982. This is a remaster of the album, remastered in, let's find out, originally released in 1982 but remastered in 2014. So according to the back of the album writes a little bit of writing there. If you can, I don't know how close I'm going to be able to get that to the camera, but, and then obviously you can see the band name on there, track listing, and then picture of the band on the back of the album there, and then obviously the famous album cover, the devil with Eddie, and obviously the Number of the Beast written on the album there, and then the band name written across the top. That's quite a famous image in the world of metal. So yeah, that's, and then on the bottom right hand corner is the famous obviously not originally from the song. It is quite a religious, it's a piece of religious text. Obviously, woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows our time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666. So quite a famous sound as well. So Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. Put Maiden with Kurt and Michael. Next up we have Slipknot 5, The Great Chapter. This is the 5th album by Slipknot, released in 2014. This was the first album Slipknot did after the death of original bassist Paul Gray. Who unfortunately and sadly passed away in May 2010. So this is the first album without Paul. So hence why it's called 5 The Great Chapter. Like 5 The Great Chapter. double album, as can be told by the back of the album. I didn't say it says disc 1, disc 2. Obviously you got all track listing on the back and that there as well. Pretty cool front artwork. Pretty cool front artwork there. It's yeah, pretty cool. Obviously, I'll show you the inside real quick. And then, similar to the Michael Jackson one, what you get is all the songs on the album and all the lyrics to them as well. And then you get some credits for the album there, but most of it is just the songs on the album and the lyrics to the songs. So, as I said, I want to get through these quickly. So, 5 Degree chapter by Slipknot from 2014, and I'm looking forward to the new Slipknot album coming out in a few weeks as well. In a couple of weeks as well. That should be cool. And then next I've got Metallica. Metallica's most recent album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, released in 2016. With what I think is quite a cool front cover of all the band members of James, Kirk, Rob and Liza's faces all like blended in and melted in together. That was kind of cool. Nice effect on it as well. Says Metallica across the top, Hardwired to Self-Destruct across the bottom, and then this is also a double album. Quite a cool photo. The band members there. Quite funny. Double album, as you can see. And then on the back, you've got the track listing. So obviously you've got Hardwired, Atlas Rise, Now That We're Dead, Moth into Flame, Am I Savage, Hold On, Halo on Fire, Confusion, Dream No More, Man Unkind, Here Comes Revenge, Murder One, Spit Out the Bone. Obviously you've got the track listing on the back there. Hopefully not covering out. I say I'm covering out a bit too much. And obviously you got another version of the front cover artwork on the back as well. Slightly different version, but it looks very similar to the front of the cover. So yep, that is Metallica's Hardwired to Self-Destruct from 2016. So I'll put that with Slipknot, Kurt Busch, Michael Jackson and Iron Maiden. And I'll show you one more in this segment, real quick. Michael Jackson's Thriller, another original print, I do believe, if I check the original date. 1982 CBS and 1982 CBS. So, and it's nothing about it being like a remaster or a reprint, so this is an original, has to be. Obviously the famous photo of Michael in the white suit, laid back in the white suit, obviously with Michael Jackson Thriller written in the top right hand corner of the album of the front of the album cover. And then obviously there's another famous photo of Michael with a small tiger, which is actually inside. Like that. So, like that. So as you can see that. So, and obviously you've got the track listing on the back. All the track listing on the back there, along with credits for album production and management and stuff like that. So you have the credits for that album on the back there, all the track listing, the front of the album cover, Michael Jackson Thriller written in the right corner, and like I say, you've got that famous picture of Michael with a small lion, tiger on his on his lap, right there, on his knee, right there. So Michael Jackson's Thriller from 1982. Right, another 3 albums to show you guys. The first one I've got is from 2009, and it is Eminem's Relapse. I'm a big Eminem fan. Love this album. Great album. Obviously pretty cool how they've done the artwork and that. Eminem's face made entirely out of prescription drugs. Prescription pills, which I think is kind of a cool way to make Eminem's face out, really. Quite creative, quite, like I said, quite creative if you ask me. Now obviously you've got made it out to look like the notes on a prescription pad. Obviously Relapse written across the top there. Obviously prescribed by Dr. Dre. 250mg capsules. Marshall Mathers got his name there. 8 Mile Road, Detroit, Michigan. Take 1 tablet once a day, daily at 3 AM. Refills 19th of May 2009. So obviously it's made to look out like the front label on a bottle of, not the prescription pad, I apologise for that, like a bottle of medication. And then obviously on the back with all the track list and that, it's been set out to look like an actual prescription for the drugs. Obviously with all and stuff like that, something like that, like a doctor's notes and stuff like, or what have you. I don't really know too much about like prescription drugs and doctor's notes and shit like that, so I'm probably worth fucking off, but fuck it. You got all the track listing on the back there, if you guys can see that. Aftermath Drugs, and then on the top there, it's got yes or no. I'm sorry, I just had to have a good look at that because I didn't know what it said. It said yes or no on the top for delivery, and then pick up time with nothing written in it. And then obviously side A, tracks 1 to 5, side B 6 to 10, side C 11 to 16, and then 17 to 20, side D. So obviously that'll be all the tracks, what tracks are on, what have you. So yeah, that's Eminem's Relapse from 2009. Cool artwork, epic album overall. Yeah, so 2009's Relapse by Eminem. Now, the next album I've got is a bit of a weird one actually, because a little bit of a story. When I was at school, I had a teacher who taught my class music and maths at school, and she found out I'd just gotten a record player off my parents one year for Christmas. So she said that she had some like old records, like vinyls in the house, that she was wanting to get rid of. Asked us if I wanted them, and I said yeah, bring them in. So she brought them in, and this was one of them. Now I'm not entirely sure what it is, but on the front it says Paper Recordings 33, and if you can see up top there it says, I don't know if you can see because the text is quite small. I'm not sure if that's picking up on camera alright in that, but it says Paul Hester, Air One, Beautiful World, B1, Life Force, B2, See the Light. So I'm guessing those are the few tracks, because this is one of them single vinyls, I believe. I'm guessing, anyway, I assume, really. Like one of those single vinyls, I assume. So there's a few songs on it, and it's Paper Recordings 33, barcode on the bottom right there. And then, as you can see, and then there's a picture on the back of, I'm guessing it's about the 1930s, judging by the cars, but it's a picture of people walking in the streets with a bunch of war cars. Judging by the cars, it's the 1930s or something like that, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's just one of them single vinyls I got off my old music teacher. Like I said, she found out one year for Christmas I'd getting a record player. So she said, I've got some old vinyls in the house, do you want us to bring them in? I said, yeah, bring them in. And I took them off her hands, so that's that. And then I've got this, The Who Hits 50, a double compilation album of all of Who's biggest hits. On as you can see, got the front artwork that says The Who Hits 50. We've got the track listing on the back there, that's the back artwork, and the track listing on the back. So as you can see, then it's just like credits on the bottom with a barcode, the year of release and stuff like that. Obviously you got, there's two sides to both discs, obviously, because obviously vinyls were double-sided, and then, well, a lot of vinyl were. I'm not sure about all of them. Obviously you got all the famous Who tracks on here. Zoot Suit as the high numbers, I Can't Explain, Anywhere, Anyhow, Anywhere, My Generation, Substitute, I'm a Boy, Happy Jack, Pictures of Lily, I Can Say for Miles, Magic Bus, Pinball Wizard. Then on disc 2 you've got The Seeker, Won't Get Fooled Again, single single edits. So that's that. When I first bought this album, got this album, that kind of disappointed us a bit that it was the single edit for Won't Get Fooled Again and not like the full like 9-minute track, like 9-minute original. Abu O'Reilly, Bargain, Join Together, 515, Squeezebox, Who Are You, Real Good Looking Boy, and Be Lucky. So that's all the tracks on the album. Like I said, it's a double album, as you can see. In the front, right there, you have pictures of a couple of cool pictures of the band. Obviously the first one from the 60s, that would have been from about the My Generation time, from the time of like when like My Generation came out, and then on a picture of them a little bit later on. Obviously they used one of the latest pictures of John Entwistle we could find, because as you can see, that's many years. That's years after the My Generation era, and obviously John Entwistle died in 2002. So then obviously you got Keith Moon on, or the next to John, who passed away in 1978, and then you've got Roger Daltrey and Pete Townshend, who are both still alive and well today. So yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, it's all. See that? A picture of John and I believe that's Keith together. Years later. The only ones you can really see clearly on that one, and that centre one, is John and Roger. And then I don't know what that. Let's have a look, you guys. Ah, right. The one next to that is of years ago, of the whole original band together playing a gig, and then another one of the band playing live, or from a music video with a bunch of flags behind them. Like they've got the Netherlands flags, they've got the French flag there, they've got the American flag there, and the British flag behind them. So yeah, that's that. The Who Hits 50 from 2014 double compilation album. On to the next ones. Alright, you guys, so I've got a few more vinyls to show you. I'm more or less at the end of all my vinyls. I think I've got a couple more left in the box, but these next three I'm going to show you now. The first one I've got is Never Mind the Bollocks, Here Come the Sex Pistols. This was released in 1977, and I suppose technically you could say it was the Sex Pistols on the album, unless of course you count the Great Rock and Roll Swindle, but whether that would technically be classed as a second album or not, I don't know. Could be, but I'm not too sure. But obviously this is the iconic album, Never Mind the Bollocks, never mind the bollocks. Here come the Sex Pistols. And for those of you who aren't too familiar with British slang, bollocks basically means your nutsack, basically. But like I said, this is quite the iconic album. Got the back there with the track listing. Sorry, all over the phone, all over the place. But as you can see, you try and hold it a bit more like that so you can see the full track, like the back of it. Move it a bit around a bit for you guys, so you can see the whole thing. This is right. So obviously you've got all kinds of tracks in here: Pretty Vacant, Liar, No Feelings, New York, God Save the Queen, 17, Anarchy in the UK, AMI Unlimited Edition, Bodies, Problems, and Holiday in the Sun. So this is one of my all-time favourite punk albums. One of my all-time favourites. This was released in 1977. Forgot to mention that. But it's just a great album overall. Love this album. Obviously, like I said, it's iconic. As I said, as soon as you see this, everyone knows what it is, who it is, and yeah, like I said, yeah, that's about it really for that one. So we'll put the Sex Pistols over there with the rest of them. Now this album is called, from Backroom Productions, Flat Life Records, and it's called, sorry, there's one sticking out the side of that little, and it's called 100% Pure Underground Basics Volume 1. Side A, Classic Vibe, Easy. Side Double A, Club 1299, Club Head, Flat Love. It says, special thanks to all the DJs of the world, support the underground movement. So I'm not sure when this came out, because it doesn't really tell you. No, it doesn't really. And the box just plain black, so it doesn't really tell you. But yeah, like I say, side A, Classic Vibe, Easy. Side Double A, Club 1299, Club Head, and Flat Love. Like I said, this is 100 Pure Underground Basics Volume 1. From Flat Life Records. No, sorry, Flatline Records. My apologies, and Backroom Productions. So just another one of them, kind of like underground dance records that I got from my music teacher. She gave us a whole bunch of these. And yeah, that's that one. And then next one I've got is this Michael Jackson Bad 25. This is the special 2012 reprint of Michael Jackson's famous 1987 album Bad. So as you can see, a picture of Michael on the back there. track listing. And then you've got who it was produced by, co-producer, and then and stuff like that. So yeah, and then you've got the vinyl within. Set the vinyl up for you so you can see the vinyl itself. So here's the vinyl itself. Picture of Michael Jackson on the front there. There, like I said, picture of Michael Jackson, and then you've got Bad 25 written on the back. So yep, that's the Michael Jackson Bad 25 vinyl. So yeah, so that's them three done. Time to finish this off with the last few records I have in my collection. Once I can get this cunt, this fucker back in the sleeve. You guys get a bit entertained for a few minutes whilst I put this back. I'll put this back. There we go. It's in. And that's that. On the last few. Really fucking tired by this point. Alright, so there's only 3 left in the box, so these are the last 3, and a couple of them are some more of them, or a couple more of them. And one, as I said, I go from my music teacher. Obviously not going to mention her by name. But so I got them off. This first one is called Slip and Slide, as you can see by the vinyl that, and then underneath I'm writing in a box. Don't know if you guys can read that properly, but it says and it's actually upside down. It says Slip and Slide, and then some address in London, and then has a telephone number on it, and then a fax number on it, and a fax machine number on it. How you can tell this is urged is that it actually comes with a fax number. So yeah, and it's got Slip and Slide on the back there. And then the vinyl itself, and I like the background on the album cover quite. I like it. It's cool. And then it's like a double album. It's like a double album, a single sleeve. So I'll show you that. 2 albums. And then within these two albums, you have, what do I find the top? Obviously, slip and slide on one side, and then on the back, and this vinyl says was Hideaway, Delacy, Easy Street, C1, Dub Fire Needs to Score, D1, Sharam's Journey to Mars, and then in the second vinyl, if we'll give it 1 second, guys, let's put this vinyl back in its sleeve. Sorry, just trying to get the other vinyl sorted out here. And then on this one, it says Hideaway. Well, did I want doing that? Just pull my hand away from the vinyl and whatever. So, and once again, slip and slide on. So it's the wrong way. Well, no, it's not. It's the right way around. Is it? Yeah, yeah. It's the right way around. And then on the back, once again, it says Hideaway, Delacy, A1, Deep Dish Remix, B1, Blair's Club Head Vocal, and B2, Blair's Radio Edit. So that's the Slip and Slide album covered. And I've got a couple more, and then we're done. So hang about you guys until I get these couple albums back in the slide wooden board. The thing here, I'm going to try putting the solid ends. Oh, I'm going to try to put these in one at a time. Nice. This should work this time, guys. Don't you worry, I'll get it to work. Add balls to this, I'm going to put it all back when I'm done. So the next album I've got is this, and it is Live It Up by K-Klass. Obviously K-Klass being a popular old school EDM outfit, EDM group. I think they were popular anyway. I know they had quite a following back in the day. But obviously you're probably starting early and mid 90s for this. Then on the back it's got K-Klass written on the back, as you can see. Now I'll give you a little look at the front there in case you didn't see it properly. There you go. And then I'm not going to take the vinyl out because it's so much trouble I had getting them ones back in just now, getting the ones from that Slip and Slide album back in just now. So I'm not going to fuck about with that. Fuck that. Bollocks to that. But this, I think I have heard this out, this record. This, what's on this record? Let's have a look. Live It Up, Care Classic Club Mix, Live It Up Perpetual Motion Remix, and Live It Up Pharmacy Dub. So this is a single, this will be a single record. Obviously want a look at the front and the back again for you guys. As you can see up top, hopefully you can see that in a little closer for you. Obviously you can see it's all Live It Up. So this will be a single record and it's like 3 different remixes of the same song. So yeah, Care Class, Live It Up. And then last but not least, we've got what might be one of the most famous albums of all time, Queen, News of the World. Now, this album is epic. As you can see, it's got that famous image on the front, where the robots holding the dead bodies of John, Brian and Freddie. As you can see that, John, Freddie and Brian appear dead. And then on the back you got a photo of Roger Taylor fallen and a mechanical piece of the robot of the robot. Obviously you see the big crack there in the sky. Obviously Roger Taylor fallen, presumably to his death by the looks of things. I'm not too sure, but it does look like he's fallen. And obviously you got the track list on the back there and everything as well. And obviously the track list is We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions, Show Your Heart Attack, All Dead, Spread Your Wings, Fight From the Inside, Get Down Mate Love, Sleeping on the Sidewalk, Who Needs You, It's Late, My Melancholy Blues. So once again, hell of an album, released in 1977. Yeah, just a great album. Give you a look at the inside of the album itself. Obviously you got a giant robot attacking mankind. And he's reaching in to grab people and obviously presumably kill them. So it's obviously like a giant alien robot attacking mankind. Like a giant alien robot or something attacking mankind. Attacking Earth. And it's just quite cool artwork, really. And then, so yeah, that's it inside. Quite cool artwork there. Quite cool artwork on the back, and then epic artwork on the front as well. That's the famous photo. So yeah, Queen's News of the World from 1977. And that, guys, brings us to the end of my vinyl collection. Alright guys, so like I just said, that brings us to the end of my vinyl collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Just a little look through what I have in my personal vinyl collection. And I enjoy watching these kinds of things. It's cool to see like all the different types of music people enjoy, and obviously you might give you some ideas to start trying out new things and start listening to new types of music you would have never, probably never even considered giving a shot before. It's quite cool when you look at all the different types of music in the world, and something grabs your attention and you think, oh, I might try that, or make it. I'm just gonna put it down a bit. You think, oh, I might give that a try, or I might give that a shot. You know what I mean? And then you listen to it and you think, oh, actually, that's not half bad. That's quite good actually. I have with a lot of different genres of music. Some of the stuff I can listen to can be quite cheesy, quite generic, but then I can listen to stuff that sounds quite sophisticated and complex, and it's just, music is just fucking awesome, man. Music is the shit. Music is the shit that brings people together. Music is a true art form, in my opinion. And if music didn't exist, well, if music didn't exist, you know what I mean? Music is a much, well, not much, but a very important part of art, I do believe. And I like this, and I see it used a lot as kind of like a coping method for somebody who's going through something, that can just whack on a bit, like stick on like put some music on, like put some headphones on, play some music, and it just makes them feel much better. Music is a powerful thing. Music has the power to bring people together. Music has the ability to give people a good time, i.e. at a party, because what's a party without a bit of music, you know what I mean? Music is just a very powerful form of art, and I just don't think music should ever be taken for granted. There's lots of variety out there in music, and music is a shit. Music, in my opinion, listen, I'm a gamer while I write. I can spend days playing games, but music, at least in my opinion, is for me personally the most important thing in my life right now, and chances are it always will be. Music is fucking epic. Music's the shit. Music is just absolutely batshit awesome, and I just don't think it should ever be taken for granted. I love music, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this love music as well. So like I said, there's loads of different styles of music to get stuck into and enjoy. And like I said, that's what this whole new era of this channel is about. It's about diving into loads of different genres of music, and perhaps discovering music we've never heard before. Gives us a chance to try something new, something different, step outside our comfort zone a little bit, and really just explore music. You know what I mean? So should be fun. But like I said, let's just take this journey to go on this adventure together and see what happens. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, this was my vinyl collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and remember, music is a part of all of us who love it to the core. So as always, I'm Inky Connor. You, as always, have been epic. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe. And till next time, catch you later. Remember, music is an art form that has the ability to bring the world together, bring people together, and just make us all feel very, very good inside. So once again, I've been Clinky Connor. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on in the next one. Until next time, stay awesome.